Hey guys, what's up? My orange daughter is being very fussy today for some reason, but we are here to react to episode 10 of Project Alpha. Sometimes Winnie gets frustrated when I'm in a space where I am normally doing a specific activity, such as here, I am usually filming, but I am not doing the specified activity. So she will get very fussy and start to cry. And that's what she was doing and messing up my filming setup and unplugging things. But I think she's happy now. Or like if it's around the time on a weekday, I usually go to bed and I am not going to bed. She will get very annoyed and start kind of trying to lead me to the stairs and meowing because she likes to sleep with me. It's difficult having such a beautiful orange daughter. But with Project Alpha, we are really getting down to the wire. I am very excited. I think there's only 12 episodes. So there'll be 10, 11, and 12. Third to last episode. I believe we are now finally on the episode where people are saying that Fluke was not judged fairly. So I'm very interested to see that. If memory serves, this will be the episode where Doi competes against Lego and Fluke for a spot on an alpha head throne with his own fuzzy jacket. Quickly, before we get started, please make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if this is the kind of content that you like, and become a member of the Dramatic family. I also now have channel memberships if you are so inclined to join that. I think when possible, I'm going to start posting my videos early for members. So I'll still post at the same time normally for non-members, but if possible, I will begin posting early for those Dramatic members. And please, if you're interested, follow me on my other social medias. They'll be linked in my link tree in the description box below. And share this video with a friend who also loves Project Alpha. Or Lycan. Random aside that is not relevant and nobody asked. I absolutely love this lip combo I've been obsessed with Sabrina Carpenter, and I was trying to find like all the lipsticks that she wears, and I can't afford a lot of them. But when she was on tour opening for Taylor Swift Eras Tour, she was with a NYX sponsorship, and she wore these two on stage, and I love them. They're definitely too warm compared to my shirt, but I decided that I don't care and that I am going to wear them and live my Sabrina Carpenter life. That's also why I keep my bangs like this. Well, I mean, I've had my hair like this since I was about 13, but the bangs are just kind of, they fluctuate about this much and how long they are. So right now, this is the Sabrina Carpenter life. I've always been there. I just never knew it. Anyway, we are not here to talk about Sabrina Carpenter. So without further ado, let's get started. Oh, our celebrity judges this week are Perth and Shimon? Perth Shimon? Pardon? Jimmy C and I think Tay. And then I'm not sure who the sixth one is, but I always love their Winnie. She sees a bird. Oh my goodness. I know people just lock their pets out when they film a lot of the times, but if I do that, she will cry at the door ceaselessly until I let her in and pick at the rug under the door. Don't want that to happen. But yes, we love a celebrity guest judge. The very handsome MC has said, before we watch the challenge, we are going to watch a very special performance from the 12 finalists of Project Alpha. So that's exciting. Let's see what they have in store. Is it going to be the Alpha song yet again? Of course it is. It's the Alpha. Oh God, Winnie. She's digging her claws into my knee. Ow, Winnie, that hurts. I clip her nails, but it's like it doesn't matter. Nikki's got to show his vibe. Ow, Winnie.
ภาพมันสวยมากแล้วในครั้งนี้มันเป็นครั้งที่ลงตัวที่สุดก็ผมว่ามันไม่น้อยหน้าไปกว่ารอบอื่นแน่นอน
Yes, the chip ad.
ไม่รู้ว่าจะเป็นครั้งสุดท้ายหรือเปล่าจะทำ
I'm not making any money off this chip ad, by the way, but I would. เพลงนี้ครั้งสุดท้าย Winnie, she's digging her claws into my knee.
เพลงนี้ครั้งสุดท้าย
Ow, Winnie. That hurts. I clip her nails, but it's like it doesn't matter.
เพลงนี้ครั้งสุดท้าย
Ow, Winnie. Hey, Lays. Reach out. Winnie. Oh my god, she was digging her father. That hurts so bad. Okay, Nut being in the beginning, getting slain by Lego and Nikki. That's dramatic. They had to put him right there. Okay, Winnie, you can't sit right there anymore. Oh my gosh, Time bleached his hair. I think that's Time. He's the only one with the buzz cut. Gosh. Again, I'll say I understand why Fluke doesn't make it into the group, but he is very talented. I feel like this is where it's really starting to like separate the people who like are good and the people who have star power. Because in my opinion at least, like Champ and Keen just, I don't have star power. I don't know what to say. I just don't know what to say. Yeah, Nikki does not have it on Nuts rapping. There's Lego in the center as always. It's like, it's only one word, alpha, so it's not like you can quite rap it, but you're not supposed to sing it, you're kind of just supposed to see it. Alpha. Nothing's gonna stop me. Get it, Fluke. They all got their fluffy jackets. Oh, it's the way up at the front because he's challenging the alpha. Oh, Dia went back to a naturally occurring hair color. Sorry, cat hair all up in the nose. Winnie's presence means cat hair, unfortunately. It looks like there's so much more than 12 of them. Maybe the stage is just small. Yeah, and I mean, like, maybe it's just because I know who makes it. I'm like I always say, maybe I'm just biased. I think I am just biased. And that's okay. It's time for the first alpha to perform. Fluke having to ooh! Okay. We got some like 20s-esque curls going on. Okay, the whole fit. It's giving 20s. It's giving sort of also Thai, maybe. I don't know much about Thai traditional dress, but it kind of looks like getting like the merge of the cultures. I love a cultural merge. The MC Fluke, you've come with another interesting look today. 150%. ลาก่อน พูดถึงเพลงนี้หน่อยครับผมชอบมากครับเป็นเพลงนี้ Cat hair all over my nose. I'm sorry. Okay, he has an expectation. I have no expectations because I know nothing about this song. You won't leave your seat no matter what. But he will. He will leave his seat. But we'll see him again in one good day.
ลองแต่งเนื้อเพิ่มอะไรเงี้ยแล้วก็ปรึกษาคุณครูดีไซน์ออกมา
I like that they all are kind of like, you know, the rappers are writing their own raps and hey Lays, want to sponsor me? Anyway, I like they're getting to add their own creativity. Sorry, the snap is how I know where the song starts when I edit this. Oh, he's like a music box. Is he supposed to be like a traditional Thai dancer music box? Because I know they like move their like wrists in really particular ways. I don't know what to say. I wonder if choosing this would have been a good idea though, because if he's playing a doll, he's going to have very blank expressions. The judges do not like that. The judges do not like blank facial expressions. He's breaking free. He's a real boy. It's like Pinocchio. I can already tell they're gonna say he's like not conveying the emotion very well or something. I don't know. I feel like they're going to say that, but I suppose I don't. He just has a very beautiful voice, though. He really does. You can't deny that. And he knows how to create a very nice stage. I don't know how much influence they have on that, but oh, he wants to be more free, but the other dolls are saying, no, you cannot. Yeah, they're not gonna like the way he conveys the emotion here, I feel like. I will say this is a very beautiful song and it conveys his talent musically, but this late in the competition, I don't know if I would have chosen a song like this. It's not something the judges, I think, are going to enjoy, just from how they've judged people in the past. He really does have a beautiful voice, though. One thing we've learned, the judges don't like it when you're too experimental. If you go too far outside your box, you will be punished. I think Taylor Swift said at some point, you have to be brand new every time, but not too different from how you've always been, so people will still like you. Also, his waist is snatched. Snatched, I say. I feel like the other contestants really liked it. It looked like Ong Pao was almost about to cry. Maybe his eyes just looked very particularly sparkly. I don't know. I feel like I conveyed my thoughts a lot watching it pretty well. I think it was beautiful. I think Fluke is a very beautiful performer. He did an amazing job. I don't think this was a wise choice at this point in the competition. Just knowing how the judges have reacted to other performances in the past, I don't think that they'll appreciate this. And I don't think that this deviation will go over well with them. His voice was beautiful, but I think one of his strengths is that he can sing and dance really well at the same time. And I don't think that this really showcased that as much as previous performances that he's done. And picking a slower song, I don't think was wise. I think William can get away with that because he's William. He's got freaking throw out all the stops of the organ church roof busting voice. And he can kind of get away with that. But you kind of have to have a voice like that in this competition to be able to get away with that. And while Fluke's voice is absolutely amazing, it is not quite busting the church house roof down. I think I can see where the judges are going to go and why he's judged harshly on this performance, but we will have to see what the judges think. Well, the guest judges loved the performance. They said they were enraptured by his emotion, that they really felt like they were in a story, that Fluke really seems like he's actually a doll and breaking free. But as always, let's see what our judges have to say. The judges overall actually had a lot of praise for him, which is not what I expected from what people were saying in the comments, but there were definitely some of the similar things that I thought that they would say. They mentioned how when his character in the music kind of breaks free, it's very one note. It wasn't as impactful as they might have wanted it to be, which I kind of agreed at the time. And that in the beginning, he wasn't really conveying very much through his face, like I said, because he's playing a doll. They're not going to like that. And I was right. But they said, of course, as always, his singing was beautiful and that he did convey most of the messaging pretty well. And that honestly, one of the reasons they're being so nitpicky is because it is an alpha competition and he's very talented. So, they have to get to the point of being nitpicky to give critique on the performance at all. So that I understood. Let's see who's next. Next up is Doi performing a song called Very, Very Small. He said it's very hip hop and the dancing was built around him and he's doing some experimental things. So I'm intrigued. Let's see what Doi brings to the table with his performance. I will say, just knowing off the bat that it's a hip hop song, I think the judges are going to like this one a lot more because that is what they tend to gravitate towards, which makes sense because they're trying to make a T-pop group. I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just pointing it out. Oh, right out the gate. Got like chains on his outfit. We got some girls in the background. Hey. I will say there is something kind of freeing about not knowing any of the words, because I am not focusing on the lyrics, I'm focusing on everything else. So, silver lining? Was that a card with his face on it? That would have been a lovely touch. Was he supposed to be in like a casino? I guess so. Got the cards in the background. Ooh, ladies. That's right. There's our one heterosexual man in ThamePo. To be fair, I suppose it's reductive to say his character was heterosexual. Maybe he was bi. He's a lot taller than I thought compared to these girls. Maybe the girls are just short.
Tui's only 5'8", and I'm 5'7", so I guess the girls are just short.
Ooh, he beatboxing. I forgot they said he could beatbox, and that him and Nikki would beatbox together. Oh my gosh, it's like pitch perfect. That is incredibly impressive. That is something I know literally nothing about. From the bottom to the top, it's like magic to me. Ooh, ooh, sing it to the alphas. There's Lego, he's like, bring it on. Oh, he's dancing up on the alpha stage. Look at that, hello there. Listen, Fluke's always gonna be having fun. Fluke's not scared. VVS, VVS, oh, VVS, very, very small. I was thinking VVS like diamonds, I don't need no light to shine. He's got an ace, an alpha ace. This was interesting. Again, I wasn't thinking when they were saying hip hop. I guess my brain immediately went to rap, but I guess that's not fair. That's not all that hip hop is. But yeah, this definitely was very like hip hop met some kind of like R&B smooth situation. I thought he did a really good job. He's clearly got great stage presence. If I had one critique, it would be he didn't have a lot of dynamicness with his energy, which they have critiqued other performances for before. Like he just kind of like started at this energy level and he kind of like kept it there, which to be fair was kind of like part of the vibe of the song. But I know the judges have critiqued that before. He has an amazing voice. He's a great dancer. I loved hearing his beatboxing. That was really cool. I don't know if we've seen him do that yet on stage, so I really liked that. Overall, very good. I can see why they're going to pick him for the final group because again, it's like I've said, they're kind of trying to fill like what can this person do better than what anybody else can do. And Tui's a rapper and a dancer, but the beatboxing, even if they never use it, is a really nice skill to have because it like shows your musicality that you have. It's just this like mastery over your voice and your mouth and this like sense of musicality in your mind and in your body that really translates into other skills. So I can see why they would be attracted to somebody with a talent like that. But as always, let's see what the judges have to say. Quick interjection before I'm done watching the judges, but we got P Stamp to curse. He said the F word on television, sir. He must have really liked it. Got Peace on E to curse too. Goodness. Thui got very high praise from the judges. They all said he looked like he'd performed on stage a million times before. He was just moving with just this casual, graceful confidence and like efficiency, but like he never was rushed. It was like lazy perfection. Like, oh, I've practiced this so many times. It's not even an effort. One of them said that if he could only choose one to debut as a soloist, he'd choose Thui. They really liked his beatboxing. They loved his charisma and his confidence. And I agree. I think he did a very, very good job. So I can see why they choose him to end up in the final group. Next up in the Challenge Alpha segment is Lego. Of course, my fave, the one who got me into Lycan in the first place and who made me want to even watch ThamePo, which is what led me to now watching Project Alpha. So everybody say, thank you, Lego, for getting me to this point. Lego's song is called 17 Minutes and it is by Millie, who I am familiar with, but I don't know if I've ever heard this song. He said it's like a cute song and he's never really fully done something cutesy before, which honestly I think was smart because he's very cute. He has a very cute face. He's very he's very young. He is a child. He's very like child looking. He looks young. And I think not leaning into that initially was good because it didn't like put him in this box because he naturally suits it. He could kind of do it anytime. So he wanted to establish himself with more power and maturity first, and then he can kind of do something cuter. And I think that that's really smart. And he also said that he wants to incorporate a more musical theater theme. And I, if you did not know, am a musical theater obsessed person. So that is very exciting for me. I've seen a lot of musicals. I lived in New York for 4 years and I saw so many musicals. I still watch musicals on like touring shows. So I'm very curious to see what little Lego comes up with. He also says, I'll ring in 17 by performing 17 minutes. So is it his birthday? Is it his birthday on this episode? And he's turning 17? My God, he's such a baby. He's so little. Wow. I feel old. Oh, is he looking at like his phone? It's kind of giving modern Oliver Twist. Bro, singing Andrew in the Stair Stepper? I don't even do the Stair Stepper when I'm not singing. It is definitely giving musical theater vibe in the best way. Oh my God, he's like the hands of the clock. Love. I think Pisani mentioned too that like the song itself is not difficult to sing. So I think she was kind of implying like you better impress us in some other ways. And I don't think there's anything to worry about when it comes to that. The backup dancers kind of look like, I can't tell if I think they look like train conductors or like off-duty Hogwarts students. Oh, I like that he's like traveling with his little hop, so he's like moving down the bench. Which my abs hurt just to watch him do that, but when you're 17 and as fit as he is, I bet it doesn't bother him. He's so crushy. He's got great stage presence. He is really using all of his facial expressions. He heard them talking about facial expressions and he's like, bet. We'll give you every facial expression possible. Oh, his arm is like with the clock. It's almost like, is it whacking? I know there's lots of different words for the various types of dance that fit that category, and I certainly do not know them all, so please forgive if it was an incorrect assignment of the word. I just reacted to Project Jasper's Take It Off, and that's what that reminds me. They kept taking off their blazers. Yeah, I mean, he still needs a little vocal development, but you can't not debut him in this group. Like, come on. It's also kind of giving like Peter Pan. Oh my God. He got the text back. We all love getting the text back. What can I say? He's great. He just needs to work a little bit on his falsetto, his range. In his range where he's comfortable, he has a totally great voice. He just needs to work on expanding it, which, I mean, part of that is that he's 16. Boys notoriously don't have incredibly steady voices at that age. I mean, obviously, some people do. You get the right training and it's fine, but, you know, just got to work on it. But he has everything else cranked up to like 1,000. So, like, you can't not debut him in your group, obviously. But let's see what the judges have to say. Also, pardon me, they are not celebrity judges, they are audience representatives. And they asked the audience representatives, Jimmy C, what they thought. And Jimmy was like, "You're so cute, Lego." And I'm like, Jimmy, you and me both. P. Dan actually addressed his comment that he made previously that he thought anybody could have done the performance that Fluke could have done. That anybody could have done the performance that Lego could have done, which I thought was patently false then as well. But he addresses it again this time and says, like, I said that before, but this time, like, there's nobody who could have done it but you. And I'm like, that's right, P. Dan. Get with the program. He also said that Lego is one of the ones that he thinks could truly go beyond Thailand and be international. And that's just, I think that's sweet. Pisani has a comment that I think I mentioned when I talked about Dewey, but I agree with Lego as well. And I think I mentioned it when P. Dan made that comment several episodes ago about him thinking that anyone on the show could have done Lego's performance, is that I think like it's that Lego is so talented that he makes extremely difficult things look easy. And Pisani just mentioned that too. She's like, you would do some incredible thing and I would just sit here and be like, yeah. And I think I mentioned it's like when you watch ballet, you watch ballerinas, and what they're doing is at the edge of human capabilities. And it looks like it's as easy as like a feather falling to the ground. Like it looks effortless. And Pisani mentioned that. And I think that that's something that Lego has that I think a lot of the Lycan members have, or the ones who become Lycan members have, is just this like effortlessness to what they're really good at, especially, but kind of to everything. Not necessarily in every case. Like I said, Lego still needs to work on his vocal range. William still needs to, you know, devote some more effort into his dancing. That they've improved a lot on these things, but they're things that are their thing are just effortless to them in a way that it isn't to anybody else on this show. And I think that they see that in Lego, and I see that in him too. He also mentioned his face was constantly moving, which I noticed. He was really, really throwing himself into his facial expressions. And he's like, I can't do that. My face is locked. And everyone laughs. And I'm like, I assume it's from the Botox. I have not had Botox, but I have trained my facial muscles to move in specific ways. So sort of like Botox. I really liked P. Tor's comment. He said that if he had a group, he'd want Lego to be in it. And each of the performers today had a different color and that none of them can replace any of the other ones. And I really like that because I agree. I think that that's a sentiment I've kind of struggled to get across is I don't necessarily think that these people that are in this like upper echelon of the performance are like I really, really think that about Fluke, honestly, is that like I don't think any of the ones who do make it replace what he could have been in the group. I just think that he did not fit the image that they wanted for Lycan, which is not really something he can do much about. I mean, unless he's willing to change his entire like persona, which I don't think would have been a good idea. And I think he ends up going down a road that works really well for him. But yeah, it's not like I think, oh, like Dewey or Nut can like replace who Fluke would have been if he'd been in Lycan. I just think Lycan would have been different if Fluke was in it. And I don't think that that's what they were going for with the group. And yeah, Pitor mentions, he's like, my job is really hard this week. And he's like, I keep saying every week, please add more seats. And yes, I agree. Now we are going to watch a special performance by who I believe are the 5 highest voted Project Alpha contestants. Maybe. I'm sure they explained it at some point, but like I said, I always skip straight to the performance and I'll figure it out eventually. But the 5 people we will be watching are William, Nikki, Champ, Nut, and Hong. I'll be very interested to see what this group puts together. And as lovely as Champ is, I think he will be severely outclassed in this performance, but let's see. This is a completely random aside that has nothing to do with Project Alpha, but I was watching a clip on TikTok of a Z Nunu interview because they've just begun the press tour for The Next Prince, and the MC for Project Alpha was the MC of this interview, and he's incredibly handsome. Like, he was kind of like a sleeper hit. I didn't realize how handsome he was at first, and then I was like, oh my God, you're very handsome. But anyway, he was interviewing them and he was asking, how's your relationship? And Z's like, oh, you mean in the show? And he's like, no, Z Nunu. Random, but I just remembered it as I was watching him. Oh. They also kind of have the vibe of Lego's performance. The background, their background screen looks like the loading screen of my Roku TV. Okay, Vest. Champ is so short. I didn't realize how short he was. I can do that, I promise, if I sat further up, but I was trying to stay laid back against the chair. See, Nut's outfit is giving my 90-plus-year-old grandfather, but he makes it work. He makes it work very well. Okay, harmonies, hello! I think this song suits Hong really well. It seems like his vibe. He gets to rap and sing and be cute. This is not a read, it is simply a comment. The musical melody underneath the little dance break sounded like something from Animal Crossing. Just very cutesy. Oh, they get their little star. Nut is just so magnetic on stage. He's just got this like infectious energy. Very cute, very sweet. You know, a good performance. I feel like my brain kind of turns off when I know that they're not going to be judged. My judge brain is like, bye-bye. We're just going to watch them dance and sing and bop along. So it was a very cute performance, though.
Can we talk about how P-Dan looks like he's contemplating the meaning of life?
Welcome back to the Challenge Alpha round of only 2 will get to go on in the hopes of becoming America's Next Top Model. I think I made that joke last time too. I just can't help myself. Our 3 contestants. The little side bleachers look so empty with so many of the people gone.
ช่วงเวลาต่อไปนี้เป็นการประกาศตำแหน่งอัลฟาซึ่งจะเป็นใครนั้น
Time to announce the
จาก
Alphas
พีชแตมครับ
from
คน
Peace.
แรกนะครับในวันนี้ที่ได้เป็นอัลฟานะครับ
Drum roll,
ก็คือ
please. I am drumming the side of my chair.
คิดว่าแบบแม่น้องเลโก้ก็จะเป็นพี่ฟุกได้ขึ้นไป
ทุกคนงัดแบบ
I feel like Lego will be called first because they're going to want the tension of potentially dethroning him.
มันดีหมดเลยอะไรเงี้ย
มันเป็นความรู้สึกหลาย ๆ อย่างรวมกันเลยครับ เหมือนรอบที่แล้วเนี่ยครับเป็นใครก็ได้อะเพราะโชว์มันก็เพอร์เฟกในแบบของมันจริงๆอะผมรู้สึกว่าใครก็สามารถนั่งตรงนั้นได้เลย
I wonder if Lego really thinks it could be anyone because he doesn't look worried at all, but it could also just be the way his face looks.
A 26 ตุ้ยครับ
They called Dewey first!
ได้ขึ้นบัลลังก์อัลฟาเป็นคนแรกเลย
Oh, so now it's like which alpha is going back to their seat?
ทำไมถึงให้เป็นตุ้ยครับ
The drama! Drama,
ที่ตุ้ยทำได้
drama!
เราไม่เห็นความลังเล ไม่เห็นความ
I did not
กังวล
expect
ที่
the
ตุ้ย
drama to go this
เคย
way.
มีอยู่ในโชว์นี้เลย แล้วมันทำให้พวกเรามีความสุขมาก มันสัมผัสใจเราจริงๆว่าคนคนหนึ่งเขาพยายามจนออกมาจากกรอบตัวเองออกมาจากกรอบของตัวเองได้ขนาดเนี้ยก็รู้สึกว่าเขาคืออัลฟาจริงครับ
I wonder if there's more to like Thui's backstory than I am aware of because they're all like, really broke out of your shell and you came up from nothing. And I'm like, do they just mean that they didn't really notice him at first? Or like, do they know something that I don't know?
ตอนนี้มีเก้าอี้ว่างอยู่ 2 ตัว
Ooh, which seat is he gonna take?
เลือกได้เลย
The drama!
ตุ้ยขึ้นบัลลังก์อัลฟาเลยครับ
Which alpha seat is he going to take? It's probably not actually that dramatic, but it feels dramatic to me.
เหมือนตอนนั้นหูดับไปเลยแบบดีใจด้วยตกใจด้วยแล้วก็แบบไม่รู้จะพูดยังไงแบบอยากขอบคุณทุกคนจริงๆอยากเหมือนที่ผมบอกว่าแบบถ้าพี่ฟุกกับเลโก้ไม่เต็มที่ผมอาจจะทำโชว์ไม่ได้ดีขนาดได้ขึ้นเป็นอัลฟากัน
ทุกคนว้าว
So if this was the last round of this,
เดสเบต้าขึ้นไปก่อนคนแรกเลยอะ
that means Hong's never going to be an alpha.
โหมีหัวใจมาก
Taking Fluke's seat. I had a feeling he would just because it's between the two of them. He probably feels more comfortable than being on the end. Ooh, yeah. Take the furry jacket. I wonder if they get to keep the furry jackets or if they are languishing away in the GMMTV
ไม่อยากจะเชื่อเลยครับว่าเหตุการณ์นี้กำลังเกิดขึ้นในโปรเจกต์อัลฟา
wardrobe department.
นี่คือการแย่งชิง
I wonder if they wear their jackets like that just because it's easier when you're wearing like a unique outfit than putting your arm through the armholes, or if the armholes don't fit, or if they're just really hot, or if it's a combination of all of those things.
พี่แดนครับ ใครจะได้ตำแหน่งอัลฟานี้ไปครับ
และคนที่จะได้กลับขึ้นไปนั่งที่
I mean, I know it's Lego because it's been 2 years, but between these two,
เลโก้ปล่อยของ
had to have been Lego. Like
ปล่อยของผมเหมือนกันอะไรเงี้ย
they were obsessed with him. I love the way that Fluke did his makeup
คน
for
ยืน
this
ด้วยกันเพื่อ
performance.
ลุ้น
Though.
เก้าอี้อัลฟาตัวเดียวอะ
Lego's makeup, I don't know if it's the color of his blush or something. Something is not suiting him as well with his makeup, but Fluke's
ใคร
makeup,
ก็ได้
10 out of 10. His makeup always looks good. Maybe it's his makeup's too matte.
16 เลโก้ครับ
Lego!
ก็ครับยังสามารถรักษาตำแหน่งอัลฟาไว้ได้
Yeah, between those 3 performances, I get it. I really do. So from what I'm gathering for next episode, they're going to do like a knockout challenge and pick like a best beta team of 4 to compete against the alpha team of 4. So, but each contestant is going to be scored individually. Very interesting. What an episode. We are really getting down to the wire here. I think there's only 2 more episodes left. I believe there are 12 episodes of Project Alpha. So we'll do episode 11 next week and episode 12 the next week. And then I think I want to react to the Lycan Unleashed concert performances. I'll look into Alpha Roommate. I'm not 100% sure yet. But I thought the same thing about BTS's Bon Voyage. And then I watched it, and it was my gateway into BTS, being a fan of BTS. So it might actually be right up my alley. But what did you guys think of this episode? What did you think of these performances? Which one was your favorite? Do you agree with the judges' decisions? Let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys there. I'm almost getting kind of emotional that we're near the end. Like, I know this isn't the longest show, but it's been such a part of my life for the past couple months reacting to it. I'm just not gonna be able to let it go. I'm gonna have to keep it up. Also, I had somebody on my TikTok request that when Pit Babe season 2 starts coming out, I do kind of like episode recaps similar to what I did for 4 minutes. If that is something you would be interested in, let me know. I could also potentially do it for other shows. I will just preface, they take a very long time, so they will take up a lot of my time and attention. But if that is something that you are interested in me doing, I am more than happy to do it. I'm also debating with the idea of doing live streams where I like react to a show, maybe just one a week. I don't know though. I have a very inconsistent schedule, and I know that, I don't want to live stream at a different time every week. That doesn't feel fair to people. So I don't know, thinking about it. Filmed videos are easier for me just because my schedule is so crazy. I can plan better, but I don't know. A live stream sounds fun too. I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. It's all up in the air right now. But yeah, my schedule is crazy. I work almost full time. I'm getting a second degree right now, and I play a lot of tennis. And summer's coming up, and I'm traveling a lot, taking a lot of trips. But that is for me to figure out another day. That is all for today, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Sorry.